Y'all killing me with this.
We're about to get past all this Joe Rogan talk. They're going to start talking about Senor Jelly Roll, okay? Now, I got a very interesting clip to show you guys a little bit later when they start talking about Jelly Roll. But what we're going to talk about now, or what I'm going to show you in particular, is them talking about doing like a 5K run with Jelly Roll, right? You got to see the way this motherfucker looks after the run. It is insane.
Finish line and Jelly starts crying. I'm gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna cry. Don't worry. I'm done crying.
You can cry.
I'm not crying. Jelly gets emotional.
You're safe here.
Yeah,
Jelly
safe here.
gets emotional and he goes, and he's like, I think you might have just changed my life. And Bunny starts crying and she's holding Leanne. The four of us are like sobbing, crossing the finish line. And it's true. It's like, I mean, you guys have never really been, had like health issues or had gotten, your life's never gotten away from you with your bodies. But guys like me and Jelly, I was 285.
God damn, what the fuck? Look at this fucking... Look. This Shamu. This is Shamu right here. Jelly Roll in here looking like a goddamn Shamu after this fucking Porosos 5K, whatever the fuck it is. Look, this guy is doing the whole goddamn shit wearing a sweatshirt. Now, before everybody starts jumping down my throat, I understand what he's trying to do. Sweat out all the weight, you know what I mean? This is cool. I'm on his side when it comes to this losing weight shit, okay? It's still fucking hilarious that this guy actually looks like Free Willy. Like he looks like a wet seal right here. This is insane. With his arms all up. Imagine the photographer taking this picture all close to him and stuff. Imagine how this dude fucking smells. Oh, that's bad right there. That is bad right there. So, yeah, he's out here looking like a goddamn Shamu, right? He's doing this whole, 5K shit, Mr. Senor Jelly Roll, right? And you're going to see, watch, they even get him in some goddamn water. Watch this.
Last time, the fucking time before Beer Olympics. Mm-hmm. And Jelly's had weight issues. And just the little spark of getting your health back together and getting in control of it. And just getting into a place where you are.
Oh, yeah. They actually show him in the water a little bit later on. I'll show you guys that time code right now. Because this one's actually going to play into this clip that I have for this little Jelly Roll expose that we have going on. Okay? Because this one's going to be kind of crazy. I've almost scared to show you guys this clip because of the fact that we're on YouTube. I'm a little nervous, okay? But we're going to show you because we're going to do the expose the way that it should be done, okay? We might have to blur a couple things based on the stuff that's going to be on screen. You'll get the context a little later. So first, let's hear about how these guys view Jelly Roll. A lot of people tend to view this guy as the kindest soul ever. These guys are no exception to that. And this shit makes me fucking sick because I know the real JR.
All right, I'm in if you're in. But I love him to death, man. I'm so happy for his success. He's the sweetest guy.
Look at this Shamu mother. Look at this. They got this guy in the goddamn water. Tell me that's not Free Willy, man. This guy is fucking free. The whole thing. You ever see that movie? The whale's going over, jumping from one body of water to the other. He gets free on the other side. The kid's underneath him. He puts his hand. He just grazes. He grazes Willy, This is Free Willy. This was, you guys, if you ever wondered what happened to that whale, now you know, okay?
In the world.
Dude, he really does have that.
I mean, you don't understand. He went and did Fully Loaded this year. He did the first week. I didn't pay him. I didn't cover his tour bus. I didn't cover his private jets. He did it on his own. He came and did it. And I was like, dude, I gotta pay you back somehow. He's like, no, I just want to be with you. It's that's a real friend. I love him. I love him to death.
Yeah.
He is the kindest soul.
Listen,
he really is.
Listen to the way these guys talk
life,
about him.
I think to myself, man, what was he like when he was in prison and was wrapped up in the wrong stuff to where he has such a perspective now and he's able to talk to absolutely everybody and have this perspective that you want to do nothing but root for him.
I'll tell you exactly. Do you hear this? This guy is what was Jelly Roll like What was he like back then before he was famous? To where like now he's like the nicest dude you'll ever meet in any room ever. If you haven't picked up on it by now, spark yourself up another little couple hits of that joint or take a little bong rip or something. Trust me, for this next clip, you're going to want a couple hits to take the goddamn edge off. Okay, so have a couple. Trust me, you're going to need it. So now they're sitting there talking about how kind of a soul he is, right? Trying to picture what kind of guy this dude was like back in the day. I'll tell you, if you meet somebody who's overly nice like this, someone who could just talk to anybody, is so nice to everybody, that's like that chameleon-esque attitude of like a con man almost, right? It's like them trying to overcompensate for how bad of a person they were in their past life. And I'm not saying that people can't change. I'm saying it's very hard. It's very hard. You know what I mean? Especially you get some money involved in shit like that. You start getting rich. People start getting rich. And then you have money behind closed doors. Who the fuck knows what kind of person you're going to end up becoming, all right? Look at Diddy. You know, a lot of people had a lot of good shit to say about him until this year. So, you know, these things can change. So that's how I picture Jelly Roll. I picture him as somebody who he very much is trying to like make up for something, right? So let's listen to these guys talk about how awesome of a dude he is one more time before I bust this thing wide the fuck open and we show you this next clip.
Like, all right, I'm in if you're in. But I love him to death, man. I'm so happy for his success. He's the sweetest guy in the world.
Dude, he really
Shamu.
that.
I mean, you know, you don't understand. He went and did Fully Loaded this year. He did the first week. I didn't pay him. I didn't cover his tour bus. I didn't cover his private jets. He did it on his own. Like, he came and did it. And I was like, dude, I gotta pay you back somehow. He's like, no, I just want to be with you. That's like a real friend. I love him. I love him to death.
Yeah.
He is the kindest soul.
But
he really
yes.
is.
And you just know, like, life, like, I think to myself, like, man, what was he like when he was in prison and was wrapped up in the wrong stuff, to where he has such a perspective now and he's able to talk to absolutely everybody and have this perspective that you want to do nothing but root for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the level of purity is second to none, especially.
The level of purity is second to none, this guy says. Boom. Yes, that's a very good line. These guys are very insightful, the way that they talk about Jelly Roll like this. You know what I mean? It kind of like, it almost makes me feel like maybe I'm wrong. You know, like, do I got it wrong when it comes to Mr. Roll? You know? But then I found this clip online, right? And I'll tell you the origins of it before we actually get into it, because like, this is a very spicy clip. Like, I legitimately had to like blur the majority of this clip due to what's in it, you know? And I'm not going to explain it all because you're all adults here, and I'm sure you can figure it out for yourself. So I came across this clip once again from a good friend of mine named Mike David from Red Bar. You know, long time ago, Red Bar's covering Jelly Roll, right? He goes, hey man, I ended up finding this clip of Jelly Roll. Very spicy clip. I ended up seeing it on this guy's show. I'm fucking shocked. I'm like, holy shit. So I know all this stuff about, I know who this guy really is. I'm sitting there watching the world fucking praise this dude, lift him up. I'm watching him go up, up, up in the goddamn charts. And little does everybody else know that this clip actually exists. Unless you're a big fan of Red Bar, I've never seen this clip anywhere else. And of course, Red Bar, they got the green light because they're on their own independent platform. They played the clip in its entirety. I cannot do that. We're not there yet. So I'm going to warn you guys on that now. But the reason why I never brought this clip up was because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it for myself. So I just held on to that information in my head because I wasn't going to like pull the segment from Red Bar and like chop it up, and it just wouldn't work that way. You know what I mean? Then one day I'm scrolling through Reddit. I see a Kill Tony, somebody posts on the Kill Tony subreddit. And in that post, they ended up talking shit about Jelly Roll. because Jelly Roll had been doing like the Madison Square Garden stuff and this and that. Now Jelly Roll is starting to kind of like almost out the music industry for basically people being able to like buy #1 on the charts, this and that. So for some reason, someone brought him up in the Kill Tony subreddit. I click on the comments. I start scrolling through just to kind of read what's going on. I see a link to this video, the actual video. Now, that link was on a very spicy website. I had to then rip this video from that spicy website and doctor the video up myself just to be able to even show you what the fuck is even happening here. This is who Jelly Roll was before he got famous. So you remember this guy is like, I wonder what kind of dude Jelly Roll was like, man. Like, I wonder if he was like some crazy insightful dude, like when he went to prison and stuff, man. Cause like now he's like the nicest dude ever, man. And the other guy's like, the purity is just off the charts. It's second to none. It's second to none, the purity with this one. Jelly Roll is hands down the purest soul I've ever met in my entire life. This guy is over at a gathering of the Jugulos doing this.
Hey, homie, get it. Let's get that shit. Right here.
Look at this. So you saw what we just saw right there, right? Very blurry stuff. You can picture in your mind, I'm sure you can put together what's happening there, right? There's a very big crowd of people. And then I had just one little two people over there blurred out, right? Now you hear what they're all saying to each other. You see this guy right here. There's this dude in the crowd. That's Jelly Roll. Right? So now let's go back and see what's happening here. And keep in mind, Jelly Roll is in the crowd right now while this is all happening.
Hey, homie, get it. Let's get that shit. Right here. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Did you see how into it he was? Look at him. Look at this guy. He's like bobbing his head back and forth. They're going, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Jelly Roll's there. He's in the crowd.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. What? Fuck that bitch. What? Fuck that bitch. That's right, homie, right there. That's all in the moon. General.
What the fuck? Bro, was that... Dude, was that not the fucking scariest jump scare you've seen in a long ass time? This guy comes out of the left frame like, what the fuck? Jelly Roll Esquire himself. Look at this shit. This guy comes out like it's a scary movie. He just comes out of nowhere.
Jelly Roll TV gathering the Jugulos. Yeah. Jelly Roll TV gathering the Jugulos. Watch it. Oh!
Look, this guy, this is who everyone's talking about. This is the most purest guy. This shit is happening over at a concert, right? Once again, you put the clues together yourself. Watch this shit, goddamn. This is happening over at a concert. Who knows what's going through these people's heads right now? Who knows what's going through these two blurry, pixelated blobs' minds? You know? One of them might not be in the right state of mind at all. You might actually be watching, like I might be blurring a crime, okay? Who knows? This guy is sitting in the crowd, front row seats. He's in first class. You know what I mean? He's in first class during this event. He's over here gathering to the Juggalos, baby. It's Jelly Roll, baby. Jelly Roll TV, baby. Just Jelly Roll. Oh, yeah. We got Jelly Roll. We got naked bitches up in this Jelly Roll TV, man. This, Mr. Will Compton, this is who the guy was. Remember you asked that question? You remember that? Look, this is who he is.
Jelly Roll TV gathering the Juggalos. Watch it. Oh!
Watch this, he says. Watch this.
Hey, man. World Star Hip.
Look, World Star Hip Hop. Watch, look at this one frame. Watch. Look at those fucking teeth. Look at this. Holy shit. What the fuck? Yo, each one of these teeth is like each one of these teeth on the bottom row of his mouth are like a full city block away from each other. That's how far apart those goddamn teeth are right now. You see what I'm saying? Your teeth got to be closer together than this. Okay, you cannot be in. He looks like one of the, like that Uncle Fester dude from Addams Family or some shit. Who's like the creepy bald one? I might have the names wrong. He looks like that. This guy looks crazy, bro. So this shit's happening. He's co-signing all this. This video is for Jelly Roll TV. You hear him saying this. Jelly Roll TV, baby. Jelly Roll TV. Watch this.
Hey, man. World Star Hip Hop, man. Jelly Roll TV.
Jelly Roll TV. Right here. Look, therapeutic music 4 coming soon. JellyRoll615.com, baby. Jelly Roll TV, baby. Jelly Roll TV. We got girls getting fucking gang raped over the goddamn Jugulos gathering the Jugulos. Jelly Roll TV. You know what I mean? This is the guy. This is the dude. Will Compton and Burr and this other dude. I don't know who this mustache fucking jamoke is. They're sitting there praising this dude. This is the kindest soul. He's the kindest soul that they know. Watch this. I'm gonna show you this one more time.
I didn't cover his tour bus. I didn't cover his private jets. He did it on his own. Like, he came and did it. And I was like, dude, I gotta pay you back somehow. He's like, no, I just want to be with you. It's like, that's like a real friend. I love him. I love him to death.
Yeah.
He is the kind.
We just watched that guy. Remember that guy? Remember him? We just saw him before all the face tattoos and the veneers and the big gold chains and shit. He was out there gathering the Juggalos, man. He was filming girls who were like half out of their minds, you know what I mean? No clothes on, all that shit. You guys remember that? I mean, we only just watched it 30 seconds ago. This is the kindest soul.
His soul.
But
He really
yes.
is.
And you just know, like, life, like, I think to myself, like, man, what was he like when he was in prison and was wrapped up in the wrong stuff, to where he has such a perspective now and he's able to talk to absolutely everybody and have this perspective that you want to do nothing but root for him.
That perspective, I'm going to tell you right now, it's overcompensation. It's him going, man, I hope nobody online ever finds that video of me over at the Juggalo concert. Like, I don't even know if that girl remembered the next morning, you know? Like, I think she actually called like my producer's phone and was like, hey man, can you guys scrub that footage? Can you not post that online? So I'm going to be as nice as I possibly can to every single person that I meet, right? And I'm going to hope that they don't ever find out any kinds of dirt on me. Because the second that they find out some dirt on me, somebody save me. You know, this is the guy that they're talking about. Okay? How don't people see through this shit? I don't understand this.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.